Nine, ten, I sleep again, I sleep again.
I just wanna play.
One, two, friends come for you, friends come for you,
I just wanna play.
friends come for
I just wanna play.
Nine, ten, I sleep again, I sleep again.
I just wanna play.
One, two, friends come for you, friends come for you,
I just wanna play.
One, two, friends coming for you, friends coming for you,
I just wanna play.
friends coming
I just wanna play.
Nine, 10, sleep again, sleep again.
I just wanna play.
Did you watch? You always say go when I'm about to take it. Welcome. Greetings, salutations to another great episode of Snack and Flicks. It's your boy Trey Proper. Let's get right into it, gentlemen. If you will, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
It's your boy Dragon Chills here. We about to have some fun. We got a show for you. Let's go.
Boy Gadoni. I'm about to have a lot of fun today with our two special guests.
I'm special, man.
Well,
Oh,
not
you're talking
quite
about
as
him.
much as special as the other guests, but yes, you're still special.
Hey, look, if you put me on the same par as this guy, I'm good. Like, you know, it's your boy, Mr. Petty from Blurs and Whiskey.
All right.
And our featured guest of the night, the clown himself, Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing well. How are you guys doing?
Oh, great.
awesome.
Great.
Awesome.
I'm especially awesome now.
Hey, you got the fun juice.
Yes, always.
Hey.
All right, so we.
Water.
I-
Send it
Yeah, no,
Water's
I
good.
got to do a little something.
Stay hydrated. Stay
Oh, yeah.
hydrated.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Okay,
we
so-
know there's a clown in your glass, too, so that's also very
yeah.
apropos.
Oh, I missed it. Let me see.
Oh,
You got the Joker.
Joker.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. See
And
now,
he actually has ties to the Joker, which is
I was
amazing.
about to say you played the Joker, and was it the Batman's son or what was it?
That was Nightwing Escalation.
There you go. Yes,
Yeah.
Nightwing Escalation. So I gotta ask this question as somebody who has portrayed the Joker.
Mhm.
Have you ever experienced any residual effects of the Joker's curse? If you're familiar with what I'm talking about, did you
No.
go a little crazy playing the role?
No, I think I've just always been crazy, so it didn't really affect me that much.
Fair enough.
That's like,
Fair
yeah,
enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's like
Okay.
I that's why I think it's funny. All these people said that they've gone crazy. I'm like, why?
Pre-existing crazy. He's had
Yes.
the pre-existing crazy the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, I think I've done stuff crazier as art than anybody's ever done as Joker. So
And
I'm
I
like,
was going to ask about that. Like, how did you prepare for Art the Clown? Like, how did that work out for you?
I just looked at the script and like, oh, this looks like fun. And like, so what are we doing today? Okay, step, cool.
You know,
he's like on a day's work.
Yeah,
They-
I don't know what that says about me then.
I am the resident hater of anything horror. I'm not even gonna lie about that. So I was forced to watch this movie.
Yeah, we literally like had him in a full Nelson and and taped his eyelids open and everything.
I
Sweet
I
summer
didn't tell
child.
them this, but I'm saying it now. I had a dream last night that I'm in a fucking diner, and I look across, and you're sitting there doing this.
Yeah.
It's so fucking creepy.
Oh yeah, he's such a bastard. He's such a
If
creepy
you
little bastard.
Have not seen Terrifier, go watch it. It's gonna make your skin crawl. It's gonna make your skin crawl. That's all I can say about it.
It's just the teeth alone will make your skin.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Oh my god.
And the
It's just-
smiling, the incessant fucking smiling.
Yeah. The
No,
next
I think the thing that does it for me for that movie, and this is my take on it. The thing that does it for me on that movie is it makes it even worse because he doesn't say a single fucking word the whole film. Like you know, if you'd have just blurted out one smart ass comment, it would have made it a little bit okay.
Yeah.
Not that much okay, just a little bit.
Just a little.
But for being just a pantomime through the whole fucking, you know, just your facial expression and your hands, use of your hands, just it was ingenious to not do anything. Like, you know, not to speak. It spoke volumes to what you could do as an actor, which was insane. Yeah,
I just loved it because I didn't have to memorize lines.
Nope.
That was wonderful.
Who
Good
needs to know a
shit.
line?
Good
Just
shit.
just kill people.
Yeah,
Even though
just show
I
up,
will
like, what am
say-
I doing today?
I was gonna say when it came to him actually using the gun, he looked so disappointed using the gun.
That was the best part. I laughed my balls off. I was not supposed to laugh at that. When he's getting his ass beat by the 2x4, and he's like, "Oh, this bitch almost got me." Psych. I my neighbors must hate me. They already hate me because I'm loud as fuck. But yeah, they from the soles of my feet to the top of my head, I cracked the hell up laughing.
That was
Oh,
actually
man.
one of my favorite moments when we screened it for an audience the first time, was the different reactions that happened at the same time with that moment. It's like you had people that generally screamed because they got scared. You had people that got pissed off that I used a gun and I killed off who they thought was the final girl. And then you had people like you just started laughing their asses off. That was awesome. That was a great moment.
Oh,
It's
I didn't
like
expect. I
someone
didn't see
dialed
it coming.
911, but not for me. And he pulls out the gun.
I mean, just like especially what you guys did with the budget you guys had for the first film, like the kills were very intense, very.
Mhm.
I
Drew, I
mean-
gotta stop you, Drew. I gotta stop you right there because Drew has been gushing about one particular scene, and I think you know what scene I'm talking about. This is how he. Trey, you gotta watch it because there's one part you're really gonna love. I don't like horror. You're gonna love it anyway. He takes the woman and turns her upside down, and I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to get anything taken down. He has been talking about that for months, and I finally said, I'm just sitting there horrified, like, how?
The ultimate shocker.
The ultimate magic trick. How do you saw a woman in half?
Oh yeah,
You just
Oh,
saw
yeah.
the bitch in half.
and we showed it too. That's the thing. It
Yeah,
wasn't like
that's yeah.
put away type of thing. We showed the whole entire thing happening.
Yeah, that
Uh,
in itself, yeah, that was a rough kill to watch. But and this is the horror side of my brain. That was a rough kill to watch, but somewhat satisfying to watch as a horror fan because you're never ever gonna see that in a horror movie.
Rianne,
No.
run. Pack a bag and run, Rianne.
No,
Rianne, get out
from
now.
a horror standpoint, that was like the first of its kind.
Mhm.
And it was wild. And from what I hear, from everything I'm reading on Terrifier 2, that is an understatement
Yeah.
of what is going to happen in the second part. My wife, I wouldn't
yeah.
keep watching after
Oh my
that part.
God. There's a kill in part 2, like we're last week when we did the premiere here in the U.S. at Fantastic Fest. One of our castmates in the middle of the kill just turns to Damien out loud and just goes, "What is wrong with you?"
Well, I
you
mean,
read the script. You knew this was coming, right?
Mhm.
I mean, in this day and
Skipped
age, it's like everything's kind of been there, done that in a lot of horror films, especially like people like us who've watched like numerous horror films. Like I'm like 80 slasher flicks and even like
Trey, you
Midnight
gotta
Meat
watch
Train
it. Trey, you
and
gotta watch it. Trey,
all
you
this
gotta
other
watch it.
stuff. So it's like you've been there, done that. Some stuff doesn't really like get to me anymore.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, there's a kill. I'll be like, oh. Okay, this was made by a fan. Okay, this is, and that was one of them. I was like, oh, okay, you stepped your game up. I like it.
Yeah, and that's
mean-
Damien. I mean, he's a lifelong horror fan, so he's making the stuff that he's wanted to see in films, especially in the past 20 years, where it seems like horror films, especially slashers, have been neutered. Everybody's trying to
Yeah.
play it way too safe now. Don't want to offend anybody, and it's like, nah, this is the one genre. Comedy and horror are supposed to be the two art forms that are supposed to be pushing the boundaries of what they can do.
Mhm.
You
Shock
shouldn't
and
be
awe.
having to worry about offending people. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to see how far you can go with things.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, and that's what I loved about the first Terrifier.
Mhm.
Is it was an in your face horror movie. Gore was in your face,
Oh yeah.
but it was a nod to everything 80s slasher
Mhm.
and like
Hey,
all
Ty.
the indie slasher is stuff as well. You know what I mean? So you guys made it. Damien made it so. I mean, again, it's the first one, obviously, because it's a low budget film. You would consider it a B film, but some of the I love low budget horror movies because you guys attempt more dangerous stuff in a low budget horror movie than you would in a big budget, in my
Oh,
opinion.
definitely.
Yeah,
Because-
and
I was gonna say,
and you guys executed it well.
Thank you.
And I would imagine most of it was practical effects, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
99.9% of that is practical effects. There's like
A lot of ketchup and
minimal-
corn syrup. All right.
Yeah, a lot
Spray.
of blood tubes. A lot of just people with hoses just going blowing blood into people's faces. So it's
what makes a horror movie.
pre-COVID.
That's what makes a horror movie for me. Like I like practical effects. I like the art form of horror because I mean, a lot of the icons, like I consider you now as Art the Clown a new icon for horror. And I hope this streams many more movies than just, Terrifier 2. I hope there's a 3, a 4, a 5. I hope you guys can keep going bigger and bigger and bigger. I really do. Because all the original horror icons are going by the wayside now. I mean, like, your Freddy's,
Well,
your Michael
that's how
Myers.
time
Well,
works.
Let me just rephrase that. I wish the Michael Myers would finally go away because God knows the new
He's
one's
not
not.
Halloween ends.
He's not going to tell Jamie Lee is going to be in a wheelchair
No,
running away
no.
from him.
This.
Leave me
This
alone,
is Jamie
Michael.
Lee Curtis's final Halloween.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
Didn't
God.
she say that
They
3
said that
Halloweens
Halloween
ago?
H2O.
They said that 3 Halloweens
But that's
ago.
not why
Yeah.
we're here.
Until
That's not
then,
what-
she's not making more money off Activia.
Shit.
Jesus.
Like her
Oh,
money revenue is not regular.
Dear
You're
God.
wrong, Cam. You're so wrong.
Oh,
with that shit.
I-
Starting it up. Starting it up.
She's
So
having no
when-
more
when
heavy
does
flow
Terrifier
days.
2
October 6th.
When does
And I already
Terrifier
have my
2
tickets. David, I already have my tickets to go see that movie in theater.
Oh, that's good.
Right, we should get
I
tickets
missed the
and-
date.
and-
I'm
and-
sorry. What was the date one more time?
Oh, it's
October
the
6th.
date is going to be October 6th. It's going to be in theaters, about 800 theaters now nationwide. From
Okay.
like October 6th, that first weekend, October 6th. I'm like, I think they're even possibly saying we might bring it back to theaters again, depending on how popular, how well it does in the theaters.
Okay.
So hopefully, hey, that'd be great. I would love to bring it back again, at least during the Halloween weekend. But that's up to the fans. But at least we're getting one weekend out in theaters with this thing, which is more than we expected with this beast of a film. I mean, like when we were
Mhm.
making it, we were saying, oh, this needs to be seen in front of an audience in a theater, but like the likelihood of, especially considering the content matter of this film, is just like, yeah, we didn't expect that, but we've got a good distribution team behind us, and they believed in us. It's like, hey, let's take a gamble and put this unrated indie film in theaters.
Mhm.
So
Is
Yeah,
it, is it,
I mean,
it's unrated?
it's unrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I
Yes.
thought it was rated R. I didn't realize it
No.
was unrated.
Oh, we would probably have an NC-17.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
first one should have been
I
NC-17.
mean, this alone should have been NC-17 right there.
Is it rated X?
Yeah.
for
At that
her
point, it was
pleasure?
just
Is that
snuff.
what you're telling me?
It might be rated X because you see my ass in it, but you know.
Oh shit!
we
Oh,
get a
shit.
naked Art the Clown.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
I mean,
I'm
really
I
looking
mean, we
forward to
almost
this
did that
one.
in the first
Pussy.
one.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
I was scared. I was like, I hope I don't see. I hope I didn't just see what I think I just saw. I hope I didn't just see that. Please, God, no.
Oh, yeah.
When you were
Oh, yeah.
dancing down the hallway wearing somebody else's severed bosoms.
That's
Don't
not-
forget-
That's not all. I
don't
swear,
forget
most
the
people
scat.
don't realize I'm wearing the thing down there as well. I
What?
cut off her thing.
Oh, I did
Yeah,
not
I'm wearing
notice
the
that.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, so you're a whole woman in that scene.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
I
actually
need an
where they
adult.
used a little CG too, because I had a bright white cock sock on to cover up everything, and it just wasn't the prosthetic just wasn't covering everything up. So it's just like,
Oh,
take that as you will, ladies.
Not only is he stabbing, he's packing.
So we gotta take a quick moment, right quick. Hey, Drew, you know who's in the audience right now for you? Come on, come on. You gotta say, it. Come on.
You know you want
What's
to.
going on, Big Papa? Jesus Christ! We have a running joke. We don't know who this guy is, but apparently he knows who I am. So
Very well. He knows who he is. Very
Oh,
well.
there you go.
You're so popular.
I guess.
Hey, Ty. I see you, Ty. I see you. Just want to call you out.
I saw that one too.
Changed her name to Trace Deshay. All right.
Oh,
All
man.
right. So,
It's wild.
David, if I don't know how tight you are with time, but we have a couple of things we'd like to talk about.
Yeah, let's
We
do
just go over a list of everything that we've been watching lately and talk about the snacks and bullshit, basically. So I'm gonna let you go first as a special guest. What have you been watching lately besides?
Terrifier too.
it. Recently, I've been watching Cobra Kai. I've been watching
Yes.
the season of that. So I take my time. I don't binge everything all at once. I like to take my
Mhm.
time with that kind of stuff. So I watch like an episode a day. It's
Okay.
kind of cool. So yeah, I've been enjoying that so far. I'm about 5 episodes into the new season, so that's good stuff. I'm also watching The Rings of Power because I'm a big, huge Tolkien geek as well. So I'm a few episodes into that, and She-Hulk as well. I've been watching that. So
Okay.
Okay.
What do
I'm a
you?
big geek.
Yeah,
I'm a big geek.
we
Hey,
trust me.
We all
We're
are.
geeks
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
All of us.
You've
We
met
all
me in
are.
real life, David.
We-
You know
we
how much of
all
a
are.
geek I am.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a
Some
good
of us
time to
have
be a geek.
disposable income. Yeah, some of us just gotta, work our way through it. I gotta ask the question: how do you feel? Have you been watching? Were you a Game of Thrones fan at all?
I have not been watching the new one yet.
Okay.
I'm about to, but I love the original. I mean, I've read all the books so far. I
Okay.
mean, he's taking so fucking long to get this last one out. So it's just like, my God, man,
He's like, just
Taking
look at the
over
last
a
season, do the
decade.
opposite.
oh, it's insane. It's insane. Taking over a decade to write a book. I'm like, my God, man.
He probably has one of those old rusted out typewriters, and he's
Yeah.
typing with just 2 fingers.
He's
The-
doing the
uh,
old
the young
press
stick
method
was
as
cut
well, like
off.
Gutenberg press or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
Not the Gutenberg press.
All right.
Literally, only 3 people understood that reference.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, David. If you're only 5 episodes into the new Cobra Kai season, it gets so good.
Oh,
So good.
I
binged it.
was just the way this last episode ended with Tori and Kreese. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good.
it gets better.
Oh,
It gets
good.
better.
That's what I love about this show is just it's so corny with the plot lines and stuff like that because I'm like, oh, this is over just karate. Come on, guys, it's just karate. But it's the character work that they do in this. Like, there's so much gray area with these characters. So, like,
And
they're
that's
not
what I love
clear-cut-
about it.
Yeah, they're not clear cut good guys or bad guys. There's a little bit
Mm-hmm.
of both in everybody, and that's what I really like about it.
It's I don't want to spoil anything. I'm gonna shut up because I did binge it.
We've
I'm gonna shut up.
And
'cause
I
this-
did
we've
that.
I
all
can't
been.
wait till we can gush about this show.
But again, somebody's a little bit busier than we are. He's
Facts.
got a lot
I'm,
of shit
I'm
going
not
on.
mad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm just I can be wait. I mean I can be wait. I can wait.
Now, did you guys hear
my audio.
Mhm.
But the popularity of Cobra Kai, they have greenlit a Karate Kid 5 movie.
There's no
And I-
reason.
Yeah, I
There's
heard
There's no
that.
reason for it.
No, it's,
No
I don't,
reason.
dude. So my thing is Cobra Kai
Is
works
part
because-
5?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but I'm saying Cobra Kai works because of the way they did it.
exactly.
Wait,
You're
wait,
not gonna
wait,
you're
wait.
not gonna recapture that shit in a movie. You're not.
What if they continue the story from Jaden's point of view and bring him back as, you know, the early 20-year-old kid
Who stopped practicing karate after he left Jackie
well,
Chan?
kung fu because he
Whatever.
that was kung fu, that wasn't
Well,
karate.
He
He-
said
they
it's
was
going
doing
to
some serious shit.
continue. They said it's going to continue with Ralph Macchio's character as being
Mm.
basically taking the reign of Mr. Miyagi, which they don't need to do that.
No, they
No.
don't.
They really don't.
Mm.
They've already
Mm.
explored it. They're
Does
exploring
Hillary-
it in this. They
Does
don't
Hilary
need to do
Swank
it
make a
again.
comeback in it? Does Hilary Swank come back alive in this?
That's
I
what
don't
I was
know.
gonna say. Is Hilary Swank gonna?
But I
be
say
in it?
no one gets beat to death quite like Hilary Swank. Like,
Good God.
You asked for him, he's here. It's
Is that a
Mr.
$1 million
Petty.
baby reference? Because that's sure what it sounded like.
yo, that's like no, like for the most most of the '90s, all she did is get her ass kicked from Karate Kid to $1 Million Baby to Boys Don't Cry. Like all of it, she
Yeah.
just gets beat to
Mhm.
death.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hilary Swank was Hollywood's punching bag during the '90s. It seems.
Yeah.
Like.
A lot of
Hey,
people.
can I ask
She was
you
a lot
this,
of people's
though?
punching bag.
I do want to ask
Oh.
David. I want to ask David this. Besides the Terrifier 2, because obviously you're Art the Clown, what horror movies are you looking forward to watching this season?
Oh gosh, I still want to go see Pearl. I've been hearing great things about Pearl because I loved X. I got to go see Barbarian as well.
I'm gonna give you a heads up. Barbarian was amazing.
That's what I've heard.
I
That's-
loved it.
Yeah, so I'm excited about seeing that. I gotta see Hocus Pocus too, man.
We're watching
I'm
that
gonna-
this
I'm
Friday.
gonna be forced to watch
September
that.
30th.
I'm
September 30th.
Yeah, I'm excited because I saw the
Uh,
original in theaters when it came out during the summertime.
What, Trey? What?
I never seen the original.
Oh, you talk about me all the time. No, you
That's
got
almost
the
as
ball.
bad as him. That's almost as bad as Dragon not seeing Star Wars, the original.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Bro, what have you been doing? Like that's like so overplayed. It's been on ABC Family for like 12
Yeah.
years in a row, like all the '90s. It was like a
Thank
Friday
you
night
for
movie.
taking that bus and moving it over to that lane. I appreciate it.
No. You're gonna slide that one back to your lane too.
No, we got a time-honored trilogy, and then we got like a movie that was cool back in the '90s. Like that's not the same. It's not.
I mean,
Safe.
look at it this way. Look at it this way. They were both basically played the hell out on TV
Uh-huh.
in the 90s.
I just
Come on.
I never watched it. I didn't watch the one with the witches turn the kids into mice. I just
the
remember
witches-
seeing that as a kid.
The
Yeah.
Eastwick?
Which is
Mm-hmm.
That was
Whatever it's
like
called.
late 80s, early 90s. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
How you not gonna watch that, my man?
which one? Witches? No, that was Angelica Houston.
Angelica Houston.
No. Didn't Witches of Eastwick also have
Witches
Michelle
of
Pfeiffer?
Eastwick, yeah,
That's
that
Witches
was
of
Michelle
Eastwick.
Pfeiffer, Yeah.
That's the one they
He's
turned
talking
into
about
mice.
witches.
No, the
Oh.
Witches
With
was
Angelica
Angelica
Houston.
Houston. Witches of Eastwick was.
They
was
are
Michelle
going off in the
Pfeiffer,
comments.
Cher, Jack Nicholson.
Was
Yes.
that that wasn't Jack Nicholson, was it?
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Because
he
he was
played
also
the
in
devil.
Wolf, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
in Wolf.
That's
Because
what-
in Witches
yeah.
of Eastwick, he was the devil, right?
Yeah, it was
Right.
great.
Yeah.
YouTube.
That'd be like
Really?
saying you never saw Death Becomes Her.
Oh my
I've seen
God,
Death
that's
Becomes Her.
great.
I've
Okay.
seen Death Becomes Her.
Yes,
I love
yes.
that movie. I've
That's
seen
great. That's a great movie.
Death Becomes Her. I've seen what's the thing with the guy from Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Barry Allen.
No,
Oh.
Saul?
well, that might be his name. I forgot.
Crush?
Fuck. Not the Crush. Fuck. The nigga.
Does it involve witches?
The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, yes. Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I
Robin Hood
hope
Men in
so.
Tights.
It's a
What's that
classic.
got to do with witches?
I'm just saying. I've seen a lot of movies in my
You know,
life.
it's going down.
just-
It's going down this path.
Look, I've
I
seen Blazing Saddles. No
Patrice,
shit.
calm down. Calm down. I haven't seen the movie. At least I admitted it. I raised my hand and I said,
All
okay, a
right,
lot
I'll
of
give you
people are
that.
liking this. I haven't seen it. I didn't say I would never see it. I'm happy to watch it, but I just never sat down and watched it. That's all it
Bro,
is.
it's been over 20 years. How you? Okay.
been about 30 years now almost.
Yeah.
Which
Almost.
is really freaky to
What's
see.
that?
It's like,
What's that? Bette
shit.
Midler?
Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and
Kathy
then I can't
Najimy.
remember. I can't
Yeah,
remember the other-
yeah. Pre Sex and the City, Sarah Jessica Parker too.
Yeah. Also,
And that
Jones.
I can't remember her name, but she always plays the same type of role, but it's like a fat Jewish lady in every movie.
Kathy Najimy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. I couldn't remember her name. Thank you, David.
Right, but she's always playing like some sort of cafeteria lady or
Oh,
someone
yeah.
with wise
Or a
advice
nun.
or a nun.
She was in Sister Act, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, good God.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Fast on YouTube. Fast Pass with us says fingers crossed that I'm assuming that's halfway to Halloween. I'm assuming
It's
or
Halloween
with
Horror Nights.
There we go.
Halloween Horror
Sorry.
Nights.
We'll do a Terrifier house next year.
Yeah,
Nice.
that would be
interesting
nice.
to see.
That would be amazing. They're gonna have a lot of ideas after part 2 comes out.
Boy.
There's a
Oh,
lot
boy.
of stuff they can do with it because there's the whole climax of the film would fit so well into something like that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and you know,
So-
I hope everything the best for you guys because Damien, you know, Damien's such a nice guy. I mean, clearly your character's not a nice guy, but you
Oh,
as
he's
a
an
person,
asshole.
I expect
Not
nothing
Damien.
less.
Damien's awesome.
No, Damien's awesome. One of these days, maybe I'll have to have you contact him, maybe try and get him on, and we can talk to him too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he was a
We'd
nice
love
guy.
it.
Yeah, I love
We'd
it.
absolutely
And,
love
I
it.
mean, it's really for me. I really hope Art the Clown just becomes a new horror icon and just keeps going for a while. Because
That's
we
the hope.
we're running out of horror icons.
That's why I'm glad to see Pearl coming out and X and Maxine and all these like the Ty West films because it's like it seems like Mia Goth is going to become a new horror icon in herself, which is great. And I think that's kind of cool having a female horror villain.
Yeah.
That's great.
like-
We don't get a lot of those.
So
And
actually,
my mom and dad, like, because my dad asked me, he's like, "Hey, what do you think about this movie Pearl?" I'm like, "Well, it's a prequel to X, and I heard X was pretty much a porno / serial killer / horror film." So, and
What's the name of
I-
this again?
X.
Now you have my attention. Now you
He
have
said
my
porn.
attention.
Hey, you said I could
Oh,
watch
yeah,
it.
it
there's
is
a porn. There's porn in Hocus Pocus, Trey. Yeah.
That's a children's movie, Cam. No, it's not.
Fuck.
like,
Oh.
I've yet to see X, and I'm interested to see Pearl because my dad was like, "Well, what do you think? Do you think we should go see Pearl?" I was like, "Dad, I don't know if that's gonna be up your alley, Dad. I really don't know." So then my dad gets out of the film, calls me, he's like, "So Pearl was pretty wild." I'm like, "Yeah, I told you that going in, Dad." He's like, "But it was pretty good though." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Like dad wasn't prepared for this. Hopefully mom didn't go with him.
I said, because I guess Pearl, from what I've heard, is the precursor to getting into X. So
Yes.
at the end of Pearl, picks up where that X gets X rated, pretty much.
So does this qualify as horror or is it more thriller?
Oh, it's
no,
definitely horror.
it's a horror. It's a
Okay.
horror.
It's definitely horror.
Yeah.
So for the people who are watching, I like to read the synopsis out. In 1979, a group of young filmmakers are set out to making an adult film in rural Texas. But when their reclusive elderly host catch them in the act, the cast find themselves fighting for their lives. So now, if I had read this before, yes, this I would watch. I'd be interested, not because of the porn aspect, of course, but because if they're actually fighting back. My thing about horror, which is I always put myself in the shoes of the people. If I can't fight you, I'm not fighting Hellraiser. I'm not fighting Pinhead. I can't fight a demon. You know what I'm saying? I can't fight Jeepers Creepers. Predator, if I got an M16, I might have a chance. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Might.
No.
Don't look at me like that, Cam. But I gotta be if it's regular people, yeah, we can square up. We can go. I got knives for days. But
Like I can
Yeah,
take,
Supernatural-
I can
that's-
take red from us. I'll take it.
there you go. There you go. But I did have
also
a
good
question.
contention for a
So
horror icon.
this might
that's
be a spoiler for Terrifier 2 and kind of a spoiler for Terrifier 1, but hell, it came out in 2016. Go watch the damn movie on Tubi. Pay for the rent. I don't care. Is Art, is he super fucking natural now? Like
yeah.
what the fuck?
Oh yeah, definitely. We fully addressed that in part 2 from the get go. The first 10 minutes of the movie, we've already addressed. Oh yeah, he's supernatural, and there is something that had brought him back, and that in itself becomes a character in part 2.
Okay.
Nice.
I will say, Terrifier, because I know some of the critics out there have been comments like, "Yeah, gosh, they don't answer things yet." I'm like, no, we probably raise more questions than answer questions in part 2, which because Damien has a whole idea where he's going with things, so he doesn't want to just spoil everything yet. He wants to keep going.
Hey, it's called setting up for the bigger picture.
Exactly.
It's
funny
setting
how
up for
much
more
of-
movies. That's what that is.
Holy
Let's make some more money.
Intrigue.
It's just
That
like
intrigue.
it's like yeah, we're introducing elements that we're going to explain later on, but like right now we kind of want you to be questioning what the hell is going on here, what's this, what's that, how did this happen, why did this happen?
What's this? Why the fuck did
Exactly.
you shoot that clown?
So
Yeah, no, I
Um,
mean, that
we
to
got
me
ideas.
I think sometimes in horror movies, leaving it unexplained makes it a little bit better.
it makes it scarier too in some
Yeah,
ways.
because
Like,
hey, some random fucking clown shows up in a goddamn diner and you don't know why. Like,
Yep.
Carrying a big ass sack of what
Sack-
we don't. What the fuck is in the back? What's in the back? What's in the
they
back?
show you what's in
His
that.
weapons, everything he kills
All
with.
his weapons.
Was it? Did they show that? Did I
Yes,
miss that?
in the very beginning.
Yeah,
Okay.
when she's Tara's tied up to the chair, he's dumped a lot of his toys.
Oh,
out of his
okay.
bag.
All right. I
Yeah.
must have looked away or something.
It's just a very,
yeah.
very well-made bag that none of that stuff's tearing through it.
I
Yeah.
mean, I thought the bag was plastic. I really did, but
Yeah.
apparently, knives and everything else don't poke through it. So
Yeah, it's just like
The bag is supernatural too.
Like, one of these trash bag companies needs to be doing have an art
Advertisement.
spokesman or something like that. It's like, hey, look,
Art the
Facts.
Clown.
yeah.
See what? I got all these weapons here and they don't break.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a done deal during the Halloween season. Just have me come in, do a hefty bag commercial with a hefty.
Slashy.
Yeah.
You gotta get the wave in there.
I think it's
It'd be a
it's
done deal. So,
synergy.
question, switching gears a little bit. I don't know if everybody got to see it, but is everyone here familiar with The Last of Us, the video game that came
Oh,
off
yeah.
PlayStation? So they're dropping a TV show later next year, or I think it's early next year for HBO Max. Did you guys get a chance to take a look at the trailer that was released for this?
I have not yet, because didn't they just release that today or something like that?
Yes.
They
Yes.
just released it
Okay.
today.
They
I
released it
gotta
today.
check
Of course,
that out.
I'm sorry, you've been on your tour, so you didn't get a chance. But they did show a clicker with its brain face wide the fuck. That shit, they only showed it for like 2.5 seconds.
Uh-huh.
I'm terrified already. I'm fucking scared.
Good, that makes me happy.
It was pretty video game accurate. I will give you that.
Like who they got playing
Yes.
Abby?
Oh,
Let's
Which
see.
one's Abby again? It's been a minute since I played.
she's
in
the one
Last
from
of Us, in Last of Us
2.
Part 2, she's the one who killed the dude. Well,
Yeah.
Joel.
killed him. Yeah, Joel.
Yeah, she killed Joe.
You want?
Spoilers. Sorry.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry for spoilers for
Use
those who
golf
never played Part
clubs
2.
to the face, kind of does that to you.
Yeah, for
I don't think I actually played part 2.
That's good.
Oh,
No, I know. I
sorry.
just don't have a PlayStation anymore.
I must say, speaking
Right.
of gray area characters with gray areas, that whole franchise was nothing
Oh, God,
but
yeah.
gray areas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Totally. It's like part
So
2.
I don't know if I really agree with the casting for Ellie. But I mean, then again, you had the lady who voiced Ellie. Like, I don't know, too old to play her now. Pedro Pascal, the
Well,
guy who's playing Joel, looks
he-
pretty well. Or,
He
yeah,
can't
yeah.
play her anymore.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Forgot. Sorry. My bad. But Pedro Pascal looks pretty good as Joel, though. I will give you that. God, there's a lot of people in this show, isn't there?
Yes. Nick Offerman. My
I was
spirit
gonna say
animal is
Nick
on this.
Offerman.
Really, Nick Offerman.
He's playing Bill.
Oh, that's
playing
Is
Joel.
he playing Abby? So,
God damn.
No, Joel, I'm not doing that.
I refuse.
Graham
What I think you
Greene.
heard is bring me all the eggs and bacon you have.
But
But I'm excited for it. So in the horror genre, so what's you guys' favorite types of horror? Is it slasher? Is it thriller? What's your favorite? Monster horror? What's your top pick?
I'm a big slasher
David,
guy.
go first.
Yeah, I
Slasher?
love, I've always loved slashers. They're fun.
Okay.
Cam?
Okay, how much I don't know the order here.
No,
I'm all
let's go.
I am all about the
We're all
gore.
over the place.
I am all about the gore. My least favorite though is the jump scare ones, like
Oh, God.
Scream. I know what you did last summer. Like,
Oh, the
where they-
violin shit.
No, like yeah, like someone like will knock on the window of a door all aggressively just to say something like, "Hey, your blinkers on," while there's an intense thing going on, and it's like
Or a
you know,
cat.
right. I'm like, that was so stupid for no reason. Like,
Or truck going by.
right, yeah, and it's like, why did you like? It's such a waste.
Oh yeah, like jump scares are overused so many times in movies because it's the cheapest and easiest scare to do. I mean, we have like maybe one or two in Terrifier 2, but I'm like, but they're done effectively. They're not
Right.
just there. Just and these jump scares come out of nowhere too. It's not like you just see it coming. You're waiting for it. Jump scare. It's kind of like that the jump scare they had in the Haunting of Hill House series with the sisters in the car and also the dead
Yeah,
sister.
yeah.
That one got me. I was like, dude, that's how you do a jump scare. That is how you do
Right. A proper jump scare, I should say.
Yeah.
But the whole movie as that, nah.
No.
Well, like certain genres have, or certain movies have done it well. Like Insidious does good jump scares. What's the other one?
Flashbacks.
What's the one that was?
What's the
with
one where they went? Where they
Warren?
went? No, what's the one where
No.
they went to the whole like a? It's like they were trapped in a
The
cave. or
Descent.
something.
The Descent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
That shit.
Yeah.
Why do
Like,
women always
even-
make me
even-
take them on
hey,
dates to these
Even the
shits?
Barbarian, with the few that they have,
Mhm.
they do that shit fucking right in the Barbarian. That shit is that shit hits you out of nowhere, and you were not expecting that shit to hit where you hit. You're like, oh, holy shit! Like, oh,
Good.
yeah.
Good.
But I have to I have to go back to original Universal horror movies, creature features. I mean, I love slashers. Nightmare on Elm Street, probably one of the first horror movies that gave me a fucking nightmare beyond belief,
Yeah.
and and stuff like that. And that's why I think I like Terrifier now so much, because it's such a it pays such good tribute to 80s slashers that it it works. And that's why I think, like I said, new horror coming in, and you guys are killing it. Literally.
Poor Pennywise.
Literally and figuratively.
You're cutting down the competition.
Hey! one knife wound at a time.
We leave the audience split on it though.
Oh yeah.
Especially the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, the women.
Scissor me timbers.
Patrice, Barbarian is a movie that has
I'm sorry.
Bill Skarsgård and Justin Long, and I can't remember.
Wait, Justin
Oh
Long's
yeah, the
Joy-
Annabelle series was a good one. What's the other one that was with the Warrens, where they're doing
Annabelle and
God damn it, the one where she's sitting in a chair and she's playing she's clapping, and then the hands come up and clap next to her.
yeah.
I can't
The
remember what it's
fuck?
called. Oh yeah, that shit was wild, bro.
I'm still
Like the mom is like clapping so she can find her kids, and you hear, and then all of a sudden, like somewhere in another corner, you hear after she claps, and then she's just going through the house, and then finally she claps again, and then the clap is right next to her, like the hands come out of the dark and hit her.
I'm good. I'm good. No,
that
no,
shit
no,
was
turn on
great.
lights
The
right now.
Conjuring.
I'm
Yeah,
turning on
Conjuring
lights
is
right
what it
now.
is.
Every light is coming onto my house right now. No, I'm good. You just freak me out with that shit alone. I'm good. I'm not sitting in the dark no more. Matter of fact, do I have any more lights?
Hey, Drew.
What the fuck?
Hey
Yeah,
Drew,
that's
you said Justin Long is in The Barbarian.
Yes.
Oh wow, he's not gonna live. He has the worst. He has the worst luck in all horror movies. I don't know if you ever
Really
noticed that.
does.
Like he has the worst luck. Jeepers
Fucking shit
Creepers.
clapping behind me.
He did live in one horror movie though.
Which one?
He lived in Drag Me to Hell. Remember? Because his girlfriend died instead of him.
Well,
Oh,
technically, he lived during Tusk too, but just not the way you would want to live.
Right.
I don't think that's
Well,
living.
he didn't live a good life. I can tell you
Nah.
that.
Nah, not after
What
that.
happened? Now, what happened?
So Tusk is
Oh,
a
Tusk.
Kevin
Oh, boy.
Smith horror film, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So
he gets turned into a
He-
walrus.
he gets turned into a walrus. Yeah, it's wild, dude. That movie was off the wall.
Yeah, this old guy like sews him into this walrus costume
Being. Yeah.
thing, and he believes he's a walrus.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was. I wouldn't say it was one of.
I'm still
Kevin
saying,
Smith.
like I said, I still say he still has bad luck in horror movies. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really does.
I mean,
Yeah.
is it really living if you think you're a walrus at that point in time?
Yeah.
Patrice coming
Yeah,
out
if a
with
fucking
Drag Me to
polar
Hell,
bear
Creep
comes
Me the Hell
around
Out.
and
I'm
tears
not
you
gonna
a
lie,
new
Drag
one.
Me to Hell was a Sam Raimi film, and that was actually a really good horror film.
Oh, that's what she had. She was trying to pass the curse off. I've been on so many horror movie dates, and I'm just sitting there like,
Well, I'll say I think we all watched that one because I remember we watched that at the Greenbelt back in Greenbelt.
it wasn't Drag Me to. That was the video game one.
No,
where-
we watched the movie at that house or the apartment, whatever.
Was it okay? Then yeah. But no, what was the one where I told the motherfucker? I told him, throw the milk and run, bitch, and he actually threw the milk at the screen.
Oh,
I forgot what movie that was.
It was either The Ring or The Conjuring, but it was one of those like American versions of the Japanese ones.
No, he would like they had. It was some lady who was.
Yeah, and he
She-
said throw the milk and run. It was like The Ring
He-
or something.
and
I
the
don't know.
guy
And
did.
he literally looked down the hall and he threw a carton of milk and then ran. You were like, wait, he heard me?
Because I talk through movies. I'm one of those guys. I'm yelling at the screen. I don't care. You can't beat me. Shut the fuck up.
He's talking
I'm
to the
talking
movie
to
because
them.
he's afraid of what's going to happen, so he's trying to talk
I
himself
am.
out of it.
That's
Yes.
I'm talking myself
Yeah.
through it.
Well,
That's
Brian,
how
we
I
need
deal
you in
with
the
it.
audience during Terrifier 2 then, because you'll just make it so much more entertaining.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It
You
is
would-
very.
you would get some-
It is hilarious watching him be at work with that.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you gotta think of it this way. You watch all these horror movies, and like even I do it sometimes. You're watching it, and I think the best interpretation of that was like the car insurance commercial they did, where it's a chainsaw wielding dude is chasing kids, and it's for a car insurance, and they're like, one of the kids goes, "Let's get in the car that's running." And then the other kid goes,
No.
"No, let's go hide behind the chainsaws," and then they
They hide behind
Aaron
a
is a
wall
fucking
of
horror
chainsaw.
they pan to him, they pan to the killer, and he like lifts his mask and he's like,
What the?
"Really?"
Like, you're just gonna
It's
make
like,
it easy for me.
That's
Okay.
horror. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're watching, you're like, what in your right mind? It's like it's if you're in a fucking house by yourself, you're like, hello, and then all of a sudden in the dark, hello. I wouldn't go in to fucking investigate it.
You do not go investigate. You get the fuck out of there.
Exactly.
In the Terrifier, when the girl's sister goes down the steps and is calling after her sister, I screamed so loudly at my TV, like, "You dumb! See you next Tuesday. What's the matter with you? Go outside, flag somebody down.
Yep.
What? Anything but going to the cellar. The cellar."
Hold up. You mean lock herself in a closet?
Oh, that part. That just outdid me. That just, I was like, I can't. I'm laughing. I'm angry. Everything in between.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It
Ty
evokes
says,
emotions.
The Ring ruined my. The Ring is one of those movies that scared the crap out of me. Scared, and it's not because of the actual movie. I didn't watch it in the theaters. I was over it was like we were in high school, I think, and I was over a friend's house. We were all downstairs watching it, and the movie was gone off. The credits were rolling, but back in the day, you could.
Oh no.
but he has an
I
issue
have
with snakes.
aphidiophobia.
He's
Fair
scared
enough.
of snakes. So he braved through, he toughed it out, and
fair,
watched the whole movie, the entire movie, and he was good until the credits. And nothing happened in the credits except for the fact that I was like
He
right
knew.
beside him, and I went like this. And I took my two fingers were right on his neck, and he jumped and tried to fight me.
I wanted to break his fucking neck. I really did.
He's like, "You can't
I-
beat me," but I said, "You can't catch me." Like,
Wait, they said they can't hear anything?
They can
Okay.
hear
You
everything.
can hear us now?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Are we good now?
all right, did y'all hear any of the story then?
They heard the end
I
of the
don't know.
story.
All right, we did. That was.
I
where
wanted to
it's
kill
at.
Cam. That's the end of the
Well,
story.
I'm notorious for doing that stuff to people too. It's like I remember like one time when my cousins were watching Friday the 13th for the first time.
Mhm.
They didn't know I had snuck in the room. It was the whole final scene, you know, out in the lake in the canoe and everything like that. So I just crept across the ground and just waited behind the couch. As soon as Jason jumps out of the water and grabs her, I jumped up and grabbed both of them and pulled them over the back of the couch.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The screams! Oh my god! Like, that was great. I also I remember like one time I think it was when I went to go see Scream 3. So I went with my roommate and his girlfriend in college, and at one point she kept grabbing my arm during the movie because she was getting scared. And so at one point I pulled my arm out of the sleeve, but left the sleeve on the arm of the chair. So she went to go grab my arm, and there was no arm there, and she started freaking out.
like she's
Done.
like, what happened? Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Did you lose your arm in the war? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. She's like, "Ah!"
The war trying to keep
Oh,
his
man.
arm to himself. Yes, he lost.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I love doing that kind of stuff to people. It's so much fun.
Up, Darren! Don't you dare! We will fight. Do it, Darren. Do it. Do it.
She knows.
Do
She
it.
knows. She's testing. She knows you don't want to test me.
Do it.
Because I would do it. She knows I would. I love you, wife.
Oh.
But I mean, what about you, Dragon over there? What's your horror genre of choice or pleasure?
I mean, my favorite is always got to be Nightmare on Elm Street. I love the irony of how Freddy loves to kill. It's always the best part about it. Hey, you know what? You're an artist. Guess what? You're dreaming about art, and I'm going to kill you with your own damn art. You want to play video games? I'm going to turn you to one. Let's have some fun. It's always been the best part about it.
Welcome to prime
That
time.
means Freddie would end up killing me with fucking podcast mics. That's what he would kill me with.
He'll jack you into
Damn.
it. He's going to get your
So,
voice.
yeah, he did have some inventive kills. I remember some guy was on a motorcycle and he fell behind. I don't know how you fall asleep riding a motorcycle, but hey, teach his own. He fell asleep riding a motorcycle. Freddy got to him and he took over the motorcycle and he reached his hand through like the steering wheel of the console and his face is grabbing him and he's all like, "Friends don't let friends dream and drive" or something like
Yeah.
that. But it was like that was such a clever line, and to this day I just like I don't know why. It just makes me
Like he
laugh
had
more
the
than
the
anything.
bike going
I
through
think-
his
I
body
think-
and
I think
morphing
his
into
most-
him. Yes.
His most inventive line though had to have been "Welcome to." Like I loved it when he put her through the TV and was like, "Welcome to prime time, bitch."
Hold on. I got the other one. When he was playing him like the Nintendo, he's like, "You took
yeah.
my controller, but I got the Power Glove." Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
What was it?
It's great.
After he kills him, great graphic.
Yes.
Come on.
And I believe that was all in the same movie, which is Dream Warriors, which I think was
Uh-huh.
number
Yeah.
3.
Mhm.
No, the video game was Freddy's Dead.
Yeah.
The Welcome to Prime Time was Dream Warriors. The
The puppet one where he made the kid look like he was doing suicide.
yeah,
was
that
Dream
was
Warriors.
Dream Warriors.
mhm.
And then the
The motorcycle one I was mentioning. I think that was part either that was part 3 or
Dream
part 4.
Child,
That was
Dream Child.
yeah. Well, it's part 4 or 5. I can't remember.
5.
Let's get
I
them all.
think it was
Yeah,
5.
Okay. Close. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
because that was the one with Alice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Alice was pregnant. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I don't know. I still say Dream Warriors is the best Nightmare on Elm
Oh,
Street
God,
that they've
yes.
ever made.
It's so good. So good.
And with a close second being New Nightmare, because
Mhm.
that one was fucking rough.
You think they'll ever do a movie where they just put all the damn monsters in one place? Just
Too
do a
much.
combination of all.
You mean like Universal? So
Yeah.
yeah, it only worked for Universal because they're all in the same company. New
Yeah.
Line Cinema is Freddy. And I think New Line
Okay.
Cinema might be
It's
Friday.
Jason.
Is Jason.
Jason. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure which one Michael
Well,
Myers is
most of
under.
the like you, Michael Myers, Jason, Fred.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, but they're
yeah,
all
Freddy.
they all got different companies.
Chucky.
You've
Yeah,
only
they
ever
can
seen
cross pollinate, you know.
You talking about a free
You've
for all
only
for
ever
all
seen
of them?
one crossover with the
Yes.
80s, and that's
I just want a
Jason
Freddy
and
versus
Freddy.
Jason 2. That's what I want. That's really what I
Yo,
want.
Yes,
Freddy
that,
vs. Jason 1 was terrible though.
but it was
Like,
funny. It
When
was
did,
funny.
when did Freddy Krueger learn martial arts?
He was the ninja. What you
Oh,
talking
no.
about?
He
He's
picked that shit up in
fighting-
hell somewhere.
Right.
He was fucking all that shit up.
Horror
I'm over
movie.
here. He was fighting like Lady Deathstrike from X-Men 2. Like it didn't make no sense.
Okay, how many people in here are fans? How many people in here are fans of Evil Dead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I see my hand.
yeah, I got it.
Mhm.
So initially, after Freddy vs. Jason,
Yeah.
they were pitching Ash versus Freddy versus Jason.
Okay, no, that I would be down.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
groovy.
That would have been fucking amazing, but
Yeah,
Gets his other hand cut off, and Freddy gets his hand cut off. He
just-
puts the gloved hand on. That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that would've been
Just
That
to
would be
watch
awesome.
Ash and Freddy just have like a quip off.
Oh my god.
Who got the best lines?
Yeah, that's basically what your mother could love. You know.
And your mother was right there next to me. Let's go.
you know, I hate to say it though, Freddy was a closet racist in Freddy vs. Jason. That was pretty bad.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't closet. He's always been racist.
Oh, dark meat. Come on.
Freddy has always been racist.
Oh man, she sat there started talking so much. You got these butter knives. You got that big old long.
He's right behind me. What?
Smack. That shit. Patrice says she puts it up there. She puts Jason versus Freddy up there with Jason X. Jason X was the dumbest
comedy.
shit.
Comedy gold.
Yeah.
He beat two digital bitches to death with themselves in a sleeping bag.
Like, I want to hit a bitch with another bitch. Like,
They had what was it, the
Sleeping
liquid
bag.
nitrogen type of the head.
That one was a
smash.
good kill.
That was a
The
good
one where
kill.
he put her face in liquid and then just fucking smashed it.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Mhm.
That was good.
I'm
Like,
just
I criticize the shit out of Jason X because
We
I
all
still
do.
think it's one of the shittier ones in the
but it was
franchise.
hilarious.
Mhm.
But some of the kills were pretty inventive in
Yeah.
that movie.
The-
Yeah, they had
I'm
some
just
My-
saying, the hero, fuck the robot, the maker stronger. Like, come on.
My favorite Jason kill has to be the rooftop New York boxer guy who thought he was going to beat Jason with his fists.
hey man, he
That
had,
is
him,
the
he
most
had him on the ropes though. He had him on the ropes.
Cam, you and me both know.
Man ran
If we
Jason
see
his
a big
face. What are you
6'8"
talking about,
motherfucker with a
man?
machete or without a machete and a hockey mask standing on the roof, you think I'm gonna square up? No, our real black people are gonna get the fuck out of there. That's what we gonna do.
You mean like Arthur?
Possible.
You mean like Arthur?
There will be smoke outlines of my body with a beard
To this
left
day.
there.
That's
To
why you
this
don't
day.
see an all-black cast for a slasher film, because it's like, yeah, they're all just like, no, fuck you, bye.
Give
Right.
Jordan
It'll
Peele
be
enough
the
time.
world's shortest horror film. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh,
oh,
you
you
hear-
started, and then there's the end credits.
You hear it. All right,
The moment you hear
holla at
"Shh,
you.
the fuck,
Right. Yo, like,
cha-cha who, cha-cha your ass.
like,
Motherfucker,
yeah,
outta here.
the all black
You hear-
horror
you
film
hear-
where they walk in and it's like, hey, you want to buy this house? Sure. What happened to the previous tenants? Oh, they were murdered. All right, well I'm out. Yeah.
Well, I don't need this house no more. You know what?
Nope, nope,
You're
nope.
like this
End of
right here.
deal. I'm good. Nope.
Right, you're like this right here. Hey, here.
See what
Then
they
you
got
hear.
found.
All right, let's go.
Is that blood on the wall? Nah, I'm out.
Is that a bitch climbing out the TV? You know what? I don't even need
Oh,
this TV
man.
no more. You know what? Y'all can have
Yeah,
it.
no, I mean, it's.
Shh. Did you hear something? I thought I heard something.
I heard it.
Fuck that.
So wait, so you shoot JC, but you wouldn't run that fade. Like,
I'm shooting him in the kneecaps so I get away faster. Okay? And my car keys are within reach. Damn, they not fucking talking shit. I don't know where my car keys are. Fuck. That's why I gotta shoot him in the kneecap. Uh-uh.
That's why I got a remote start. Just hit it and go.
You still got to get to the remote.
Yeah, you still gotta get the keys to get the car started.
My remote start is on my
Oh.
phone too. Don't get it twisted.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I need that app. I need that app. Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we do have to wrap things up, unfortunately.
Aw,
Oh,
I
was-
know.
It was so much fun.
fun though.
As all, well, you're always welcome to come back and have more fun with us.
Always
We'll have
welcome.
a lot more to talk about soon. I can tell you that.
Yes, definitely
Oh,
after
so
this
I-
movie.
You know what?
I
Yeah,
would-
let's go ahead and try to see if we can get them for after part 2 then. After part 2.
What's going on?
Says
I'm
the
gonna curse
story
it.
ends it
Curse
too.
it. Well, I got to see how the story progresses. Is that better?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the better phrase. You gotta
I
see
am
the
an-
story.
I am-
Stay through the credits too. There's a mid-credit.
Oh, he's dropping
Okay.
leaks.
All right.
Like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Will
Might
do.
lead into part 3. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
By wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you mean pretty much leading into part 3?
Yep,
Yes.
No sound. We got
There we go.
sound
Now
everything.
we're back. We should be back
Yeah.
now.
We
Well,
should
you-
be good
Okay.
now.
I was just making it known that I'm obligated to watch Terrifier 2. And I'm hooked. It's like I got to see how the story progresses is what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying. And yeah, I do appreciate you for your hard work and dedication and putting in the work to make that thing happen because it's definitely a jewel. It's definitely a jewel.
Thank you. Thank you. You never know. A little geek like me would be capable of so much slaughter.
Don't do that shit, man.
He wasn't ready for that.
You wasn't ready.
Like,
Hey, wait. You should see it. You should see it when he brings the horn out. That's even better.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I
That
was
is
at
a
convention.
screenshot right there.
I was at Astronomicon my first time, and my security guard with me, big mountain of a man, he was so afraid of me in the costume, and we're in the elevator together going down, and I've got him backed up in the corner, and I was just slowly raising the horn up to him during the whole ride down, because I was just waiting for us to hit the floor, on the first floor where I knew everybody was in the lobby. And I just, as soon as that door opened, I just honked the horn, and he just let out this big, huge girlish scream in front of everybody. It was great. He hates
No
me to
shame.
this day for that.
To this day.
So I got a
Yeah.
question. Do you have the little bike still too?
No, we don't. I don't know
Oh.
what happened. I was actually talking about Damien with that recently. We're like, what happened to that freaking bicycle? Because that thing was amazing. We think like maybe our DP had used it on some music shoot or something like that.
Oh.
And never got because you know
got
that's
it back.
before we knew what this movie was going to become. So we're like, oh, okay.
Mm,
Yeah, but
that
But
shit
like-
was funny.
hey, I can at least say this. I have a picture with David in full costume with me and my wife and my dog. And my dog wasn't even bothered by it. It was great.
That's
Well,
so
he lives
good.
with you, so I understand.
So he's used to clowns.
There you go. I mean,
There you
that's
go.
a fair assumption.
Hey.
The dog just probably thought I was a giant bone anyway. I'm so skinny. So.
Yeah.
Shit's still scary. Still scary. All right. Where can our listeners find your social media? Where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram under David Howard Thornton.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Simple as that.
And so we're going to go ahead and wrap up and get up out of here because people got to work in the morning.
Yeah,
Not all of us can be movie stars.
yeah, I know it's hard.
Gentlemen, let them know where they can find you at.
It's your boy Dragon Chills here. Catch me here, Snack and Flick. You know, the producer for Sunday nights on Kinkazoids. There we go.
Mhm.
Yeah, think about that one. It's your boy Godoni. You can find me here on Snack and Flick, and you can find me on the Horrific Network. We're also on Instagram at Snack and Flick. So
And it's your boy,
And-
Mr. Petty, and you can catch me on Blurds and Whiskey at 12 p.m. Eastern every Sunday. We go live on YouTube, Twitch, and maybe other streaming platforms once we figure that part out. But YouTube is always a good one for us.
Mhm.
All right. And of course, it's your boy Trey Proper, also from Blurs and Whiskey, Snack and Flick, and Kinkazoid. So I'm doing all of them. So yeah, you know, you know where to find me. Google me, bitch. We'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah.
Proper. Okay. Get off.
Wait, you're
Oh.
still going?
Oh, okay. So the man has a phobia of snakes. So we were living together. We were roommates, and he was like, "Hey, he finally watched Snakes on the Plane." He's like, "I got it. I conquered my fear of snakes. I am good." The credits are rolling. The movie's over. But he didn't see where I put my arm, like right behind him in the couch, as I made the sound, and my two fingers just got him right on the neck, and he wanted to square up. It was so funny to watch him like.
Chased him around the apartment.
Ah. Hey, David, my wife
Hey.
wants to say hi. You remember her, right?
Hi, how you doing?